I just learned from this that 14 days quarantine in the hotel is not equals to vacation for 14 days. What a wonderful. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to talk about my experience being in the quarantine, the mandatory quarantine in Thailand for 14 days. So first thing first, your girl is finally graduated from university. Yay! After complaining and babbling about studying for too much for almost 5 years and not making regular videos to my YouTube channel, I have finally graduated and I came back home in Thailand. But unfortunately, because of Miss Rona, we couldn't have any celebrations or prom or ceremony for our graduation. But anyways, we made it anyway, you know, like we got the diploma, we got the diploma, and now I am back home happy. And yes, and yeah, today I am going to talk about the experience that I first thought is going to be amazing, but is not entirely, because I just learned from this that 14 days quarantine in the hotel is not equals to vacation for 14 days. So here we go. First, I want to read from my books, my notebooks that I have wrote. I wrote something here because if your girl didn't write anything, she'll forget everything. So first thing first that I want to talk about is how I came back to Thailand. You know, actually Thai border is still closed. That's and then the embassy, you know, they have to help us if someone wants to come back home, because it's the right for them to do and whatever. And the Thai embassy arranged the flight for us, so we have to catch the tickets from them because the line is so long. It's like thousands of people applying to come back with this special flight, and I cannot stress you guys enough. It was many procedure for you to come back. You have to, you know, of course, buy the flights, and you have to take the corona test before you come here, because like when you arrive in Thailand, they will take your paper that you have test the corona, or even just like the fit to fly paper that's telling them that you are not sick and can fly. And I was flying with the Singapore airline, and it's I don't know, like it's one of the best airline I have ever been. And yeah, let's begin here. So right after we arrived at the airport, and they just, you know, took the paper or whatever, and then they took us like to the hotel called Grand Villa in Pattaya, Thailand. I don't know if I can say the name, but I just said it. And my life there, I don't know where to begin with, but I think I should begin with the room tour and the view. So here is the view, and I am so grateful that I have the balcony and the view as like I have the pool, the view, like the pool as my view. Like at least I have to see something blue outside, and that is very nice. But being in the quarantine for 14 days and only thing you can see is the pool, and you can't even go to swim in there because you are not allowed to go outside, just, you know, even just to walk around, because it's forbidden, because you came from abroad that like it's from the country that is now is like they still have a lot of cases. And here is my room. It's the room tour. Like this is the room I will put in. I'm going to read from the book because of course I can't forget everything, you know. This is the room I will put in. and the bed was so big, and thanks to the universe that I had no roommates, you guys. I had no roommates, if because I would go crazy if I have some roommates for me for 14 days, because I heard some country they put people in the same room for like 4 people and you cannot go outside. Like, what the heck? Like, what is the quarantines even mean then? Like, you have to separate people, right? So you're not infect anyone if you happen to have this coronavirus. And in the bathroom we were provided with the essential stuff for cleaning, showering, and washing our clothes, because they're not going to take your clothes or your bed sheets or anything to wash for you. You have to wash everything by yourself. And what else? And oh, you guys, this is the best thing for my room. Like, damn, I almost jumped when I opened the door and I see the bathroom with a bathtub. I know maybe it is like normal thing for some of you guys, as for me, bathtub is like one of the best things to have in life, because you know you can sleep in the water. Like, girl, what do you mean? And I swear that in the past 14 days I utilized too much water, but who cares? I mean, just use it. Okay, global warming, I'm sorry, but I was taking shower in the bathtub every single night, and like, it was the best thing ever. And yeah, I just showed the wheels. Okay, let's. And next is the rule, you guys. When I came in the room, there's this one paper that wrote all the rules that we have to follow in these 14 days. First, even all I thought I had to do was being in the room, but I was wrong. Here is the long list of the rule and the suggestions. I'm going to just list the one that really seem important to me. First, they said, you are not allowed to go outside of the room. Yes, we are not allowed to go outside of the room, even though just to walk to get the fresh air, because like, you have your balcony, so just go to your balcony, girl. You cannot go outside and spread your corona. And I have to measure my body temperature and inform the hotel every day. But this is what it is come in the issues. Like, in the first 3 days I was measuring my temperature, and I sent them through their website every day for like 3 days. And in the third day they call us downstairs to like take another test for corona. So they took the test, and I feel like it's unnecessary to tell them about my temperature anymore, so I just stopped. I'm sorry if I have to do, but like, they take the test, so I'm like, I think it's fine for me to like stop sending them the temperature, whatever. But yeah, and your girl was so panicking and paranoid and overthinking, because right after they took the test, like, you know, they put the cottons in our nose and in our mouth, I was gagging and everything. I was waiting for, like, you know, the whole night. I'm like, what if I have corona and everything? They're going to move me to the hospital and it's not going to be fun. And even after 2 days passed, they haven't informed us anything, but they were telling us though, like when they were calling us downstairs, that they're going to take another test like a day or 2 before the quarantine end. So I was assuming if they didn't call me after the first test, so it means I am negative. So yeah, so I just stopped giving them the temperature, because my temperature was like normal, you know. So yeah, another rule, let's move on to another rule, is that no ordering food from outside to prevent food poisoning, no drinking or smoking. But I swear I saw another guy, like, you know, in the opposite building, he was smoking every freaking day at the balcony. And they also provide us the emergency number to call if something would happen. And no meeting with your families or family members or friends, because it's quarantine, duh. And these are the bar, and then they said these are the barcodes for the website, online shopping. Okay, so after all the rule and everything, here is really how my life was in the quarantine. Like, my life started, I swear, in the third day of the quarantine, because the first 2 days I was jet lagged and sleeping and I was so tired. I didn't even eat properly. Like, the first day I ate because I feel a little hungry, and then the second day I took the breakfast, but I wasn't feeling it, so I just ate in the afternoon and for dinner. And yes, you guys, this is also another best part of the quarantine that the free quarantine that they provide us is the food. The food, you guys, even though they are not like we're not allowed to go outside, but they provide the food every single meal and it's free. And the food that they provide us is like amazing. It's not repeat, like, okay, somehow it's repeating but not so much. And how, like, they give us a lot, like a lot of good things, fruits and sweets and Thai food, you know. And the way they give us the food is that they put small table in front of our door, so they would put the food in front of the door. They have specific time that they're going to put the food for you in front of the door, so you just open the door and take it. And yeah, eventually the notes just finished here, because now shit is getting real. I'm sorry, I don't know if I can say that word, but thing is getting real, you guys. Like, after the third day, okay, maybe you feel fresh and everything, but for me, after the third day, you know, being in quarantine for like many days is so weird that it's consuming your energy, even though you don't do anything. The only thing you were doing were sleeping and eating and like watching Netflix maybe. But I really felt tired and want to sleep all the time. I don't even want to eat, but yeah, of course I eat eventually. And even though, you know, because it's 14 days free, it's free for me, like it's like my best vacation. But now, girl, this is not your vacation. It's like you are trapped in a small little room by yourself. And I'm kidding you not. I was trying to film videos, like, you know, montage of me sleeping, playing phone, like be on my phone, but it wasn't that easy, because when you wake up you're like, oh, I need some air, let me go to the balcony. It's really consuming your energy. I don't know why, but it's happened. And the room, after, you know, like as I tell you before, when I go downstairs to take the test and then I came back to my room, you guys, when I opened the door, the smell just hit my face. This bad smelling is so smelly, like you are not going to even realize that your room is so freaking smelly until you go out for like a minute and then you come back. And that was like a rough thing to realize, but like, yeah, it is what it is, right? When the day passed by, you really have nothing to do and you're not being productive, and you really feel alone and lonely even though you have food. You know, world just like is okay. You know, this quarantine is different from the quarantine that I was in with my friend when we were in Turkey. Like right after we found, like they found the first case in Thailand, in Turkey, I mean, they just announced that they're going to close the university and we have online classes. Is okay at that time. It was nice because you have friends around you, and you also can go outside to like shopping, just to shopping, but at least you get to go outside and walk around in the shop. But this time I can't even go out from my room, and I was planning to do exercise, but it's too hard to endure and like to even push myself to get out from the bed. I was trying to take care of my skin, but I don't know, my skin just getting worse. Maybe because it's like I'm not stressed, but maybe my you know, my body as a whole, it's straightening out and I have breakout again, and I finished my shampoo, then I have to use the hotel shampoo and it was bad and my hair starts breaking out. And yeah, it's not that good to be in the quarantine. So I remember that like in the first day I was trying to be productive but I couldn't, and the really productive day I have begin to start doing something was in the like 5 days before the quarantine finished. I start to draw again, I start to read something, and I started to, you know, do some workout, but it was hard because really the room is, it's okay, it's not so small, but like, you know, your mental is, you're mentally not in that place. So yeah, that's why it didn't happen. So yeah, I think that's just like entire story, because the rest of the days that I stay there, it's just being, you know, sleeping and eating and watching YouTube, and someday just a little depressed because you have no one to talk to. You can call somebody, of course, but it's not that easy to be in the room alone. Like sometimes I feel super lonely, but yeah, I passed through this and now I'm home. Yeah, after that, like, you know, 2 days before we came back, they also take the test again, and of course I am virus free, I'm corona free, so I'm so happy. And they also provide us with the free bus to go to our origin city. Yeah, I mean, yeah, your village or your city or your province. And yeah, that is my experience. And please, you guys, wash your hand, be safe, and wear the mask, and we will go through this 2020. What news? Thank you so much for watching, and see you next week. Bye.